Yeah,
Was everything good on your end, or?
I just started recording. Yes.
Oh, good. Uh, Last time around, we have encountered the master of the volcano of Rossi's Run. It was a bit of a slugfest, but our four antagonists. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days.
Yes,
Yes,
we're the
we are
bad
the
guys the
villains.
whole time.
The four
Oh,
protagonists managed to prevail either way.
My fur. My precious fur.
must have
Though
gotten
isn't
quite singed.
though isn't bad. It is a it's a slight bit more debatable.
He
My
has been
luxury
singed.
coat.
Leona will comment that she's got some shampoos that might help get the burns out of his fur.
Sinbad just looks
Like
up to her with one big watery eye.
it was like, ah, she feels terrible. So like, lay down and give him a big hug.
Sinbad will just still mutter about his fur.
Was the master still here?
Pat, pat, pat.
No, I no, he's gone back to bed. I just haven't had a chance to clean the map up.
Oh, I wanted to ask him a
All right.
question.
I'm sure you'll have a chance to ask the Elder Super Mega Ultra Fire Elemental question at a later date.
Depends how fast we're gonna leave this place.
We have to actually do the showcase now. It's going to be like at least a couple of days. Probably more like 3 or 4.
Sure. Well then, let's get out of here. This is dealt with, and points at Dwarf's Skull. That is dealt with.
Yeah, you want to bring it with?
Um, yeah, let's not leave the police to collect the evidence here. Let's bring the evidence to them. In this case, which is
Yeah.
quite an odd thing. Normally, you're not supposed to bring such evidence, but
Yeah, no,
yeah,
normally I'm against tampering with crime scenes, but in this case, I think we can make an exception.
I think so.
Norvin?
Yeah, let's just go.
Sinbad's already
Uh,
heading out of there, just still pouting.
guess I'll
Before you
just
knock on my door, Ian.
scold them.
Give me 5 seconds.
I'm gonna end up calling Wild's character Norman one of these days, and I'm going to look just stupid.
Norman is the name. However, Wild's character uses a gun, not a large axe.
I was in high school. One of my one, one of my high school buds' mom had this Shiba Corgi mix.
A Shiba Corgi. That sounds like an amazing creature.
Either amazing or an abomination.
He was called Norman. He was incredibly fluffy, and he was a massive wuss.
A massive wuss.
Yes.
I mean, you could argue that Norman is also worse because he doesn't want to get anywhere close, just within range of his gun, no closer.
I'm sorry, I can hear the gun cocking and slowly being pointed towards the back of Hinako's head.
I am okay with getting closer if there's a reason for it. I would rather not be smacked for trying to shoot someone.
That is a reasonable desire, I think.
Shooting at
A
shooting
very
at
fair
some,
point.
shooting at someone is a pretty decent motivation to give you a smack.
Mhm.
As you head back outside Rossi's Run, you notice that the onslaught of the elementals has subsided significantly, substantially. So it seems. Superb.
Indeed.
Right.
I suppose I shall report to Lieutenant Greyfar.
All right. Yes. Let's do that quickly, and then we can head back.
Sigma will just follow.
The LT, the LT is in the middle of managing a couple of cleanup efforts amongst his various units, and he spots you for exiting the volcano a bit more well done than when you had entered.
No, I don't. I look pretty much the same.
Except for Hinako, who is still as white as a ghost.
I might have a few spots, I suppose.
Lieutenant, the Chastain is
Old top skull.
Deceased.
yeah.
And the master has been pacified.
Okay, probably a good first question to ask is how much killing did you do?
Surprisingly little.
I'm pretty
The
sure any
master is
elemental we did quote unquote kill was sent back to whatever plane they come from in the first place. And the master, well, we managed to convince him eventually.
with a
Her.
with a significant amount of application of force
And motorcycles.
and explosions.
Something of note is that they very much reason with power, let's say. The strong rule the weak. That kind of.
Can't say I agree with the philosophy, but regardless, we were able to get him to not continue the rampage.
Do any of you require further medical assistance?
My friend.
I think we can attend to ourselves. Thank you for the offer, though.
I suppose I do have a few bruises.
Including him? If he points at Sinbad.
My friend.
I've just like you just constantly muttering my fur like he's got PTSD. I've got a number of brushes, shampoos,
You think healing magic
other.
works on fur?
That is a good question. Does healing magic work on fur?
I have no idea.
Specifically for I have no damn
No.
clue.
I don't think so. Fur isn't damage. Like hit point damage.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Sinbad.
It's
tried.
the burn mark. Like you have
I'm mostly
like
just
juice on
bruised.
all your fur.
So
Uh,
in future, my first encounter with any party is going to be with the razor blade elemental that just shaves everyone.
No.
That's fine. It's not hit point damage.
The fucking razor blade elemental.
They can't kill us. It's
Wouldn't
fine.
Wouldn't it
Might
be
as
a
well
razor
be
blade
killing us.
golem?
I mean,
And so
certain.
instead of the party hooking up in a tavern, they hook up in a barber shop.
I just forgot how
Anyways,
you said that.
Well,
yeah, we'll head back
certain
to.
theories say that wind can be quite sharp and cutting.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll head back to the safe house. Uh, contact the Leona's probably got a few letters to write. Say basically assuring people that the showcase is good to go. Everything is fine now. We're all fine here. And then she's got to get some brushes out to help Sinbad his first situation.
You two lovebirds have a field day or something.
So just
Anyway,
Crayfar, you
sly
need this
smile. I'll just
your skull or
Uh, Probably best to leave it with Crayfar.
yes.
Unless for some reason you want it.
No.
I don't think any of us can use a skull for anything.
decorational use.
Please don't.
There is
Don't worry,
there.
Yosu, don't.
Uh, did
I'm not
It's
used.
not a toy.
I have a question. I have a question. Is Scrit still with you guys?
Scrit? Oh my god, yes he is.
he's back at the. He would be back at the safe house. We're not taking him with us or anything.
That's he might use that skull. No,
Do we want to give him the skull?
No.
I don't
He's
know.
not
I
here.
don't
He
know.
has no say in the
I
thing.
don't. I don't know why you would, apart from letting him just like turn it into a hat or something, so he can laugh maniacally.
We probably don't want to encourage the fucking rat folk to take dark evil wizard levels.
Necromancy is.
I know Dread Necromancer didn't make the transition over to Pathfinder from 3.5, but you can never be too safe, right?
It probably hasn't, and if it is, I'm not aware of it.
All right. Yeah. Leona's all for leaving the skull in the care of Lieutenant Crayfar.
Yep.
That doesn't care.
Directing
Sinbad
him
is
to
long
the
gone.
water.
Pardon?
Sinbad has left the building.
Uh, Leona heads with him back to the safe house and gets out some of her brushes to try and like help Sinbad's fur recover.
Size of a fist. The hole is too obvious. I apologize, I'm having a bit too much fun.
I know you're having a blast. Leona is thinking, my fur isn't really long enough for like a comb over. I assume Sinbad looks confused at her. It's something humans do to disguise the fact that they have a bald spot on top
I
of their
am
head.
I am aware what a comb over is.
Okay,
I've had to do my fair share of it when I was young.
all right. Um, hmm,
Bow, bow, Mohawk.
No,
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
is my
I
head
mean,
really that bald?
you already have a motorcycle,
I feel
Leah.
no.
Okay, no mohawk.
Guitar noises here,
Um,
guitar.
I
Okay.
am I am not a knoll.
uh,
Dirty flea bags with their disease-ridden teeth. If I'm assuming correctly about that lore.
yeah,
It's probably right.
Leona. Huh, Leona thing. Uh,
I'll just I'll just cover it up with
it's
my
fu-
shirts until it grows back.
yeah, I was gonna say there might be some magic that could work.
A true miracle it will
I'll
be.
have to look.
Uh, when it comes to ball spots, Sinbad, you can think of a technique that has been passed down from generation to generation to generation across all sorts of species. Dwarves, humans, elves, halflings all have struggled with this sort of problem before, and they have come up with a fantastic, most elegant solution. And the best part is that it's completely mundane, no magic required. They're called hats.
It's not my head. And I didn't get hit in the head, did I? From a fire elemental?
Oh, no, okay, never mind.
Imagine that would have been grievous. No, it's like my fucking side or something.
You have, but but you but you have shirts, and not acknowledging a problem is the exact same thing as solving it.
Out of sight, out of mind. Meanwhile,
Pat,
Sinbad
pat.
loses fucking high ass perception.
You,
His voice.
you can tell.
Alright, that's my bits.
If Sinbad puts on a shirt, Leona, it's great. I can't even tell it's not that. I can't even tell.
I like to think you couldn't tell in the first place.
She
Only
couldn't.
Sinbad could.
Yeah, literally, it's just Sinbad who can tell. Maybe Norvin if he rolls well on his perception.
I had 205,641 furs, and now I'm down to 206,640.
God.
God, can you imagine? God, can you imagine what Sinbad must be like during shedding season?
It's half a millimeter shorter.
No.
Hmm. Well, there's a spell that makes all your hair fall out.
Sinbad just avoids, just like leans back.
I wonder if you could like make like an anti version of that. I'm
Alright, I find
Leona
my
spread.
bits.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Hey, suggestion, Sinbad. Don't get anywhere near me.
Why is that?
I mean, you saw me in the hotel, right? That,
Oh yeah, fire. Well, I don't
yeah.
really intend on being up close to any of you.
Aw.
Now you've hurt her
Uh,
feelings. Great.
I'm joking, as Leona says. Anyways, I guess I better get to writing letters. And Leona will sit at a desk and start scribbling. Better let Showcase know that everything's fine. Things have calmed down and we've managed to work out an appropriate timetable for the showcase.
So ridiculous.
You
So,
think that
yeah,
really
Leo,
the only thing that needs to be done now is
Probably sleep and then have the showcase.
Yeah.
yes, and then yes, and yes, and then yes, and then make sure the word gets out. Leona, you fear possibly in the worst case there might be a bit of a power vacuum inside of in Chastain's place, but whether you decide whether or not that's a you problem is well, that's up for debate.
power vacuum within the Roaring Lions or power vacuum within the gang of Talonbow?
Specific the Roaring Lion specifically.
Why not put
Uh,
Jimmy Bush over there?
Because you put him
I
in
was.
jail.
I could
Uh,
probably talk to the police officer, Lieutenant Crayford. I could probably set something up, right?
Clearly, it was an elaborate scheme.
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
I think he'd go along with it. Not an idiot. After all, he'd be like, yes, no, absolutely, 100%. Whatever. I'm agreeing with the Fox. Unless he's that salty, in which case he might not out of sheer spite.
The next morning in the Kalimbao County Jail visitation room, Jimmy is glaring at you, Hinako, with a little with the little wall phone thing to his mouth. Yeah, for some reason I doubt that.
Oh, I missed something.
Never mind.
It's just taking a minute for you to figure out. But yeah, no, I'm all for Hinoko trying to get Jimmy out of jail.
And immediately putting up as a leader of a gang. Yes, totally.
This
I can think of.
this will be fine.
I'm sure this will not. I'm sure this will not come back to bite us in the butt later.
He's a well-trained magician, right? He should be able to. I don't know.
They have.
Keep a gang in control, right?
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
He probably has some a little bit of political knowledge in that brain of his. I mean, I think that university school thing had political lessons. I think I remember something about that. It'll be
So are we
fine.
actually?
Totally.
So are we actually trying to get Jimmy out of jail? Set him up as the new leader of the Roaring Lions?
Mm.
I
I mean, Leona's actually all for getting him out of jail. She did kind of feel like he didn't really know about the nature of the explosives and was lied to effectively. More of an unwitting accomplice than anything else. Give him like I don't know if there's like a minor misdemeanor for going up into the volcano without the proper safety stuff, but
I mean,
like that's
maybe
probably the
not
worst.
official, but we did have proper protection.
Yeah.
And now that sounded weird.
Well. Anyway, racing
Good.
aside.
I mean, I wouldn't know how Lieutenant Crayfire looks on the idea of putting a kid as leader of a gang, but I don't think it's that good of an idea. It's just a joke.
We
Getting him
don't
out of jail
mention
is a different thing.
yeah. If he wants to become the leader of the gang, that's his business.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could have the police have him as a police official or unofficial or something. I don't know. Cooperation with the police.
Leona will see if she can uh talk with the cops and see if they can't get Jimmy's situation improved to the point where he's not in jail.
Hey, that was my
Like,
thing.
all right,
I,
fine.
I
You
was
go
going
do that then.
to deal with that.
No, yeah, you go do that. Leona will go talk to showcase people and
Yes.
let them know, oh, the race is on after the local event's complete.
Also, Northern, please keep uh, Leona in check. Yes? Good. Thank you.
Great.
That was totally one sided of me. Where's Northern?
I think he stepped away for a moment.
Oh, I think he did.
What
Which makes this all the
wonderful.
more wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm back.
yes, I will let you guys tell him what the plan is.
So we're gonna try and get Jimmy out. We're gonna try and get Jimmy off for warning.
I don't think he's back yet.
He's
Hi.
back.
Oh, he
He
is
just
back.
said so. He
I missed that
literally
part.
just said that.
I missed that part.
All right. So we're gonna try and get Hinoko's jailbird boyfriend out of jail.
I was
Great.
making the mostly joking suggestion of putting the kid as the new leader of the gang.
Don't do that one.
Potentially under police supervision.
Sorry, just
I'm
the
pretty
way
sure that's not how gangs work.
it was the way it was the way Leona pitched that, and then Weil just stood there silent for like 10 seconds and then just clicked his tongue.
I'm pretty sure that's not how gangs work.
Look,
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure
as
so.
far
As well. It was just a joke anyway. But I do want to, get him out of jail.
Well, if you feel that irresistible an urge to install him as the Roaring Lion's new dictator for life, then
If Hinako wants to do that, she can. Leona will help get him out of jail if her assistance is required. But otherwise, she's going to be busy, like writing letters to officials and being like, no, the showcase is on, everything's good. The volcano is calm. The elemental inside the volcano has been calmed down. The leader of the gang who instigated the attacks has been apprehended. Everything is good because I'm sure that skull is still technically in police custody.
Correct.
All right, cool. Technically, he has been apprehended then.
What do you mean
I don't think
technically?
apprehending a corpse is apprehension.
Look, you can question a corpse.
Depends on the condition. Anyway,
The head's intact. You can question the corpse.
I don't think it's intact.
Gold. Don't make me think about that.
I'm sorry. All right, it's not important.
No, it's no, no. I tell, I tell, I tell you what. That's gold. That's gold. That's gold you found. That's gold. You're 99% Ernest Chastain's. Yeah, you know what? His jaw's missing.
Okay.
And what's the beard attached to? Is it upper lip?
Don't think.
It was
Don't think
actually
about
it was
it.
actually just a. Damn, what is the word?
Look, not important. Not important. Either way. Uh, is there anyone Leona has to go and see in person about the showcase stuff?
I'm gonna say no. Maybe a few of the maybe a few of the officials in charge of things, but nothing really past that. Nothing that needs to be played out.
Okay. All right. Leona will go see these officials and write a bunch of letters.
actually figure out what Sinbad's doing. It's not the right page. I guess Sinbad will just either spend his time following Leona around or just carousing the city. Probably just listen to like eavesdroppings or probably find some interesting place to dive, I guess. Like a dive bar or something.
If it is new
He's still
day,
good.
I believe I had a appointment with the KTM crew. Right around these days.
That you did. That you did. Good point. The they meant what will happen is we will manage to pencil in the showcase sometime in the next couple of days, which means you guys have a couple of days to sort your own personal business, and we may as well start. We may as well start with Hinako, who's got her appointment. There is a moderately young biker hanging out outside the building that you were appointed to head towards, and he will ask you what your business is.
My business is with a certain Lacuna. Know of him?
1 second. Dwarven is used to stoically standing guard near Leona. Right, right. Look here now. Get in here.
Gaiden?
You recognize the individual sitting at the table, sitting at a table almost immediately, Leona, and he hops up and offers a hand. Well, if it isn't Miss Hinako, how do you do?
Very well, despite the circumstantial situation.
I
Everything's
heard,
good?
I heard about this. He politely kisses your hand with a small smooch. Now, it sounded like it was a bit of a brawl, I dare say.
Yeah, did end up with a couple of bruises.
Well, I'm glad to see you're all right. At least, we definitely would have made this meeting a bit on the awkward end.
Indeed.
Ah,
And people out there.
now then, how can I be of assistance?
Eh. So, about that bike I wanted. You said you would have something ready around these days, right?
Follow me. He stands up and he heads towards the back of his building, which it could probably be very roughly described as a dealership.
Fair enough.
Is it a particularly upstanding and rules adhering and lawful and Better Business Bureau approved dealership? No, probably not. But
Well, weren't they an Alpha crew? I mean, at least I believe he was an elf, so I'd expect some kind of at least cleanliness.
well,
But
yes,
that might just be racial appropriation.
no, no. It is. It absolutely is. Just well, it's a biker gang, Unico. There's going to be a lot less paperwork to file.
Fair enough.
Anyways, he shows you off behind the building, and after a small march through a small lot, he wheels out a very nice two-wheeled beauty of a bike for you. A very a very slick high performance machine. His paint the paint the paint job to match your fur is a nice stoic uh jet black with a few gray and red accents here and there.
I like it.
500 cubic centimeter engine for two stroke four cylinder. You could probably take you could probably take this thing to you could probably take this thing to one of the races here if you felt so inclined.
I might just try that. Probably not. I'm not really racing myself.
But it is pretty fat. But it is pretty easy to get into. And who knows? Buy two or three more of these. Find the guys to ride them. Take them to the track. See what happens.
might. I do have one friend I can challenge, I suppose.
It is a yeah, I'm just spitballing you a little. Besides, this thing is probably more interested in getting you from here to there. And if that's what you want, then well, this is what you get. And you do, and you could do it in the good old in a good old Callan Bow style as well.
That sounds good. Sure.
So
So, what's the price tag for this beauty?
I need to ask a question first.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Let me check.
Sorry, this is a money balancing thing. I'm trying to make sure I don't hose anybody.
I did not know. Sorry. I do know I
Shit.
still owe, I think, 1,000 so on.
Don't happen to have any records in your DMs?
That's far back.
There is a search option.
Uh,
I don't remember having discussed the price beforehand either, so. Can we switch out to another person while this is getting looked up? Or...
I don't think we're finding anything. Shit.
yeah, I apologize.
That ain't great.
Actually, I'll check my inventory notes. Nope, those are empty. Shit.
Great.
I'll keep digging. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Thank you. Sorry about this. I was not yeah. Uh, Leona, apart from the talking to people and the letter writing, what else is going on with you?
Ooh. I don't think she really has anything much else. She'll check up on Sarah, see how she's getting on.
Sarah could still be enjoying her vacation.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be out of town.
I mean, if she's still in town, then yeah. But Leona did give her like some vacation. Just check up on her, is all.
Near one of the lakeside beaches is a is a black-haired wizarding student with a bun in her lap.
Uh, Leota will ask her how she's enjoying her vacation.
Direly needed, though I have to wonder if maybe you need one of your own. I heard about what happened at the volcano.
I, honestly, that might be a good idea. Well, thanks for a minute. Actually, do you know if there's any magic that could, and she will quietly say, uh, regrow hair that's been, singed?
Would prestidigitation not cover it?
You think it would?
Alright, I'm gonna
All
send you
right.
something
Sure.
if it'll load.
All right. I'll, honestly, yeah, probably would, all things considered. Thanks. Uh, keep enjoying your vacation. You might see me out at the beach here before too long. And, Leona will say to Sinbad that Sarah she talked with Sarah and she thinks that prestidigitation could probably help him with the whole regrowing his hair, burnt hair situation.
Uh,
I don't think precipitation is going to help. No, because I have that.
All right, Leona will continue the search for a cure to fire pattern baldness.
A disease at this point.
so Leona
I mean,
just
does
went.
that mean Norvin can?
So Leona just went on an odyssey to find her vacationing assistant. Walked up to
Just
her.
to check?
Sarah, I have a problem. Do you know how to fix it? No. Okay. And then that was it.
It was mostly it was to check up on her. She figured, hey, you're a wizard. Do you have any idea what might work? Maybe this spell? I don't know. All right. Sorry to bother you. Keep enjoying your vacation. Like that was it. Now Leona wants to go to the beach, but Sinbad won't want to go to the beach with his bald spot. So she's going to try and find a magic spell to or a potion or something to fix that.
Don't trust the gnomes.
Well, it's funny you mention that because as you head back from the beach towards a more populated area of Kalimbao, you do come by. You do walk past a strange-looking, let's say, pharmacy called O'Grady's that says to specialize in all sorts of over-the-counter medicines and remedies. In remedies, have a flu, we can solve. We can solve it. Common cold, we got that. We got that too. Hair loss, you betcha.
Oh, perfect. Uh,
As your blood
Leona will.
as your blood turn into gasoline, well, we could probably organize a deal or something.
Well, we can probably organize a deal. Brilliant. Leona will head inside to this O'Grady's place.
It's a gnome.
Uh, of course.
not
Does
unexpected.
he happen to know fizzy bricks?
You're in a that's a completely different gnome in a completely different city. Don't be ridiculous.
Hey, you don't know
Yeah.
they're related.
The door goes. The door goes. The door goes. Ding ding. Ah, 1 second. I need to get my stool. Uh, and you, there comes a large metallic clunk from behind the cash register, and then and then you hear something getting ratcheted up, just crick 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 crick, and you see a gnome just slowly, just like bob higher and higher up. There we go. There we are. What can I do for you?
Um, I'm looking for some sort of potion product or alchemical remedy that might help with regrowing hair after it got shall we say singed off.
He looks you up and down, Leona, and I'm guessing you're asking for a friend.
Leona nods.
He will stomp his foot. The little platform will clatter back to the ground, and he will and he will shuffle over to the corner. All right, right this way, sir and or madam.
Uh, Leona looks to Norvin, who is just lurking behind her, and Sinbad, who I guess has been following her around as well. Oh, okay.
No, Sinbad's doing his
Oh.
own thing.
Oh my god, there is an alchemical item for this.
Yes.
Why am I not surprised? Anyway, yeah, Leona will follow the gnome, or
He has a small basin uh of what looks like styling cream for hair, and it comes in a small handheld vat that can just fit in your palm, and fit inside just about any sort of bathroom kit, or whatever else you might use to travel around in. Hmm. This here is a this here is a oak is an O'Grady specialty. This here is Gilligan's Stress Tincture. Long story if you long story short, if you have if you have damaged hair, or no hair at all you need is a small little dab of this. Just spray it over the affected area. Wait a half hour and let it do its thing.
perfect. How much?
These usually go at about 50 gold to the hit.
Alrighty. Leona will count out 50 gold and pay Mr. O'Grady for the tress tincture.
Thank you very thank you very kindly, sir and or madam. Oh, and don't eat after midnight after applying that.
Don't eat after midnight. Okay.
When am I going to become a gremlin?
Uh, all right. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much. And Leona will take her purchase of tress tincture and head back to the safe house to see if she can't, or to see if she can't find where Sinbad might be.
Got a quote for you, Hinago, on that bike. The for the is first officer is going to be 2,000 pieces of your finest foxy gold.
Um, 2,000. Well, I have 200 platinum. That's fine.
That's actually just enough.
Actually, man, that's gonna be a problem. We only take copper pieces here.
That's enough.
Oh shucks.
No, I'm screwed. No, I'm screwed. I'm screwing with you. That'll do.
Okay, very well then.
Just bring in a train absolutely full of copper.
It's like someone actually walks in to like fucking cars, just like, all right, got your payment. Oh my god, we were fucking around with you. What do you mean? Just copper spills through the doors.
Dump truck.
That reminds me of a couple of days ago when we sometimes do pay rent on in physical coin or well money, physical money. So we were looking for a bank bank thing to you know get money, but we could only find a coin apparatus. Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe not pay rent in coins. Maybe where's the dollars? The paper money. Anyway, counting out 200 platinum. And writing this down.
Thank you very kindly for your business, Miss Hinako. I'll bring this thing around to the front for you. Just a couple last minute things I want to check before you take this thing off the lot.
May I be present while this happens?
Yeah, absolutely. Just doing a last minute inspection, filling her up for you, and then she's all yours.
Good. I'd like to learn as much about these things as I can, lest I end up with issues halfway wrong.
Absolutely. You're in one of these things before?
Oh, as I said, do have a friend that has one, but that one's a bit on the small side. I haven't been able to ride one myself.
That's reasonable. Fortunately for you, the whole riding thing on all this is kind of standardized throughout. Your right handlebar is your throttle. This little switch here goes right under your thumb. You open and close it however you want to, and then your left handlebar right there is your front brake, and you're gonna try and use that more often than not. Never gas up your bike and brake at the same time. You're gonna do something silly.
Fair enough.
Then you got your brake pedal. Then you got your brake pads here, and your fuel injectors here. These here are your brake discs. I'm not sure how much of a performance hound you are, but if you aren't, just try and keep it clean. As long as you keep this guy washed, you don't have to worry about residue or buildup or nothing like that.
Okay. Bit out of my league, knowledge league, but I think I got all that.
Just keep it clean. Take care of her. Don't do anything stupid, and she'll take care of you.
Fair enough.
he will hand you a small little fob. Just toss it over to you, and that slots right into here to actually fire up the ignition.
Okay, then.
And that should be just about everything there is to see here. The fuel is on the front here. It's this nozzle right here. Mileage should be pretty decent for the for the most part. If you're just, if all you're doing is you're just punting around counting value, you really want to have to gas it back up that much. But if you do, it's not the most expensive thing in the world. He tops it off for you, closes the valve, and yeah, just try not to bend it.
Yeah. Don't plan to have any unfortunate accidents anytime soon.
You, I'm certain you will. I'm certain you will. Oh, last thing. In case you're feeling antsy about anything, he reaches into a pocket and pulls out a small business card for you. These are my guys when it comes to riding equipment. Leathers, helmets, gloves, and anything like that. Tell me your friend Lacunas. He'll take care of you.
All right.
And with that, I think this is the part where I slap your rear tire and tell you to have at it.
All right. And I guess I'll drive this baby out. And I'll
You you hear the rev spike for a few seconds, and then it calmed down to a nice roaring, vibrating purr.
that's a good, nice feeling.
Yep. Remember right thumb's your throttle, and your left hand's the brakes.
Yep. Need me to roll a ride check?
You know what? Sure. But of course, ride is ride, and ride in the typical Pathfinder context does not mean what it normally does.
Okay.
But let's see how you do.
Unnatural 20. Fair enough.
Hinako, you find yourself getting to grips with this bike is actually a lot easier than you thought than you thought it would. The bounce feels nice. It behaves well when you lean into the turns. This can go very well for you.
I probably got a little bit of feel when I went up with Jim Bush. So,
And you do a couple donuts in place, and you roar off the lot. Where's this baby going first?
Did I happen to have noticed any kind of, let's say, empty street or something where I can really test this baby out? Maybe just the tracks if it's empty. Probably not, though.
Well, there are you have a couple solutions. If you want to try taking it out towards somewhere less populated, there are a few roads towards the lake that don't see a ton of motor traffic. You can try you can try it out over there. You're in pretty tight with one of the with one of the assistant team principals of a showcase team. I bet if you ask very nicely and maybe got Leona to schmooze them for you, you can definitely try a closed circuit tour, which would be absolutely, which you think would be absolutely awesome because you know those things are built for motorcycle racing first.
Mm-hmm.
You have options.
Hmm. Well, just to start getting a feel for it, I'll do the first option. After that, I'll see if I can't find Sinbad and then Leona, of course, and try the second option with Sinbad, maybe.
It's a team building exercise. I love it.
Yes.
Which does I suppose does loop us around to Sinbad. You, sir, have found yourself a wonderful Sadorian gun shop.
Dorian gun shop. Okay.
Uh, um, let me take let let's have a think here. First of all, does the name Sador mean anything to you?
Sador? I don't know.
S
Does it?
Seydor. Um. I guess first of all, does it mean anything to you out of character?
Can you spell it for me? Sorry. Sador. Almost looks like it spells Sator. Fae folk, but out of game. But no, not particularly.
Leona, you're intimately familiar with Sador after all the havoc you caused. Would you care to explain?
I believe I'm
It's
separated.
dwarf country. It is dwarf country.
Okay.
Um,
All right, give me 1 second.
let me know when you're good.
This place is called Sador. What is this place called? I walked into.
The shop.
Yeah, it's like something like guns or something.
This is Rage Fist firearms and explosives.
Oh, Rage Fist, firearms and explosives.
Or if it or to help with the descriptiveness, Rage Fist Sadorian firearms and explosives.
Alrighty. Should I roll anything for the name Sador? Whoa.
That was me trying to clean off my keyboard. I had no idea I was focused on the text box. I'm sorry.
Huh. You're good. Should I roll a knowledge history check of Sinbad? Oh wait, he doesn't have history.
What skills do you have?
Dungeoneering and local.
Do local.
Okay. What's up? Ooh, 22.
All right, Sador is a dwarven nation. They hold a round of the showcase about a month or so ago. They are very widely known for their motorsport community, as well as their proclivities towards anything towards pretty much what's they like to call, let's say, responsible violence. Big into, they're big. They're big into trophy fighting. They're big into guns. They're big into fireworks. Just about anything bombastic and crazy and things that your mom said you need to be careful around. They specialize in it. Recently, they've been thrown into a tiny bit of turmoil because of a little bit of a fight over where the round of the showcase should be held, and probably the major highlight came when a uh, a Circuituan rat folk threatened to blow up Quattraro Hall, where a bunch of big names in the showcase community were located at the time, and that was a massive scare with a bunch of horrible, terrible implications. And that would have been the last major headline to really come out of there.
I really need to catch up with my note-taking skills.
That was the last headline? Not the financial member of city council getting wanted? For
Oh
political
yes, that.
background?
Yes. Yes, that too, and some internal politics, but a lot of very important people almost went boom.
Gotcha. I suppose Sinbad will head in. Can I take a look around?
Sinbad, you are immediately bowled over by the wide variety of shooty shoot accessories, and bing bangs and bing banging accessories, and all manner of gun related knickknacks and paddywhacks and give the dogs the bones that you can that you can see. A veritable cornucopia for any sort of gun enthusiast. And working the counter, you see a dwarf whose hair practically glows with a orange red sheen.
Hey. Simone just kind of like, once again, peruse around the wares before kind of like heading up, to this dwarf. It's like, hello.
Hello, ha ha! I said, an uplander rat. We don't see many of you, many of your kind around here. Always a pleasure. I love meeting new people. What's going on here?
Oh, it's very rare that I'm recognized for what I am. Simone just
What?
nod appreciatively.
Oh, I'll say, oh, well, say, Zato might be a bit of a, Zato and Gallingbound might be a little, let's say insulated, but you don't you don't find a stock like this just by sitting alone in your house now, do you?
I suppose that's fair. Um, do you have? Well, that seems like a silly question. I do need to stock up on some ammunition.
Uh, fa,
Uh,
Far shelf directly behind you. Help yourself.
all right, thank you. I was also wanted to inquire if you had any. What's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I am looking for?
Specialty rounds.
No, well, that could also be a thing, but thing to ask for, but kind of adjustments, upgrades, or perhaps add-ons. There we go for weaponry.
You come, you come to the right place. He looks left and he looks right. There are a couple of other people looking around at other parts of parts of the shop, but they are pretty well distracted. He leans forward with an eyebrow raised and a slightly mischievous grin on his face. What's the pace?
Sinbad will just unholster the gun, making sure it's unloaded, and just kind of show it to him.
He will pat the countertop for you to set it down on, Sinbad, if you like.
Oh yeah.
The dwarf will whistle and smile widely. Sweet golly, Miss Molly, where'd you find something like this?
It was given to me. A gift by someone in a very high place.
Hmm. Let's see, 30 caliber rounds. Well, I like the scope.
Indeed. That is also another gift given to me by a friend.
Hmm. He gives it a look. He gives it a look over at the trigger and the action, and the scope and everything else. Well, your friend's got good taste. Hmm.
But
How's she? Does she have a name?
I am not. Oh my god! I thought you were referring to my friend. No. I'm afraid I've not named my rifle.
Oh well, that's your first problem. Got a bit of a relationship with your rifle mate. You got you and this beauty are one. You are married to this thing. You're not gonna you're not just gonna call this beauty my gun and be done with it. What in the world's wrong with you? No, this thing belongs to you, and you belong to her. So item the first, we're gonna name it. Item the second, how can I help with her?
Well,
What
for
did she miss?
name, uh, well, attending to the first issue, I suppose. The name, I suppose. Golden Laurel. Also gonna share the art I did on the gun again.
Golden
Oh
Laurel.
yeah.
Oh, wait. I like that. I like I like that quite a bit. Don't really doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Would she get offended if I call her Laurie?
I suppose so.
All right, all right then. Good to meet you, Laurie. How's she how's she been treating you? Stopping power, accuracy, everything good with her?
She has good accuracy, good range. The stopping power, I suppose, is uh, a bit more to be desired, but I have my fair share of good shots. She does help me in a pinch, but I suppose I am lacking in sort of oomph after the first shot.
I see. Uh, what are you? What sort of targets does does Miss Laurie like? Obviously, obviously the unaware targets. Uh, you, are you shooting this thing are you shooting this thing in combat situations against things that are isolated, easy to pick off?
A mix of both. As
Hmm.
of recently, it has been more combat situations, but she's had most of her bleh. Words are not going to me for some reason. At first, it was single targeted enemies. I do prefer to zone in on something until the matter is dealt with.
I see. I got a cou- I got a cou- I got a couple ideas. I got a couple ideas for this. And he ta- and he takes a look at the action again and hums to himself. Why don't you go ahead and help yourself and help yourself to some of the ammo? I'm going to look at all this and have myself a think.
Excuse me while I find ammo real quick. Metal cartridge, where are you? Are metal cartridges supposed to be combined with something?
I thought they were supposed to just be stock.
The description: these sturdier versions of alchemical cartridges serve as the ammunition for advanced firearms. They can hold either bullets or pellets.
Yeah,
So basically, they come in shotgun shell flavor and bullet flavor.
Okay.
and
Rather than
unless
like entire pellets.
it would be damn hilarious if it did, but it probably doesn't.
Okay. Alright. That's just what I was confused about. Firearm bullet. Alright, metal cartridges. I just think I need to stock back up to. Oh, come on, roll 20. Don't freeze on me. Oh, 12. Alright, give me a second. I'm doing math. 180 gold. Oof, I don't have that much. Uh, 5, 6. No, 5.5. What on earth is a salt shop?
That's for doing non-lethal damage with firearms. It's like rock salt rounds with a shotgun.
You can only use it with a scatter weapon.
Yep.
Let me know when you're.
Something I actually do want to ask. Because I was reading up a bit on a bit of the action economy. Am I allowed to take a fire my gun and then take a stealth action?
I bel-
because I saw something about how taking the stealth action will give me a -20.
Uh, Red, would you like me to offer some input?
You know this.
All right. So the stealth action, I believe, is taken as part of a move action. I would need to check this up. It's been a while since I've played a rogue type.
Sniping. If you've already successfully used stealth at least 10 feet from your target, you can make one range attack and then immediately use stealth again. You take a -20 penalty on your stealth check to maintain your obscured location.
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
that's correct. There are a number of feats that reduce that. I think there's a rogue talent that cuts it down from a
yeah,
minus
I have
from a
Rogue's
minus.
Edge,
Yep, Rogue's Edge.
which
That's one of them.
so my stealth for going back into stealth or remaining hidden after firing is a -20 or -10. My bad, -10.
Yeah, -10 because you have the Rogue's Edge.
So what would that make my stealth? That would make myself a +8. Not too bad.
No, not at all.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Somehow just pour over the cartridges. Not getting any special ones this time around.
The dwarf is still there, and he is looking for something hiding under his counter. Hmm. All right. I think I found something. How'd the ammo hunt go?
He plops down 12 metal cartridges. Guess I'll do.
Right, and I think I might have a little some. No, and I think I might have a little something for you as well. He he stands back up and places a what looks like a black metal cylinder on top of the countertop.
Watch this.
We call we call that thing a suppressor. Now I don't know how exactly you're planning on firing this gun, but I would imagine the stuff gets a lot harder to hit once people know you're there, because
It does.
they can start gaming you, finding cover, all these slick little places to just duck out and make you not really much of a factor. You look like you look like a guy who enjoys a snipe and not exactly easy to move around, huh?
Yes.
Well, since hearing the gun is probably the easiest way to figure out where it's coming from. He taps the cartridge on the desk. This guy here screws onto the front of it, and what it does is it makes old Laurie here a lot more quiet. That way you can fire her again and again and again, and as long as you ain't breaking a window or nothing, well, good luck figuring out where that gunfire's coming from. Am I right?
I like that. How much for this?
Tell you what, tell tell you what. What's your budget?
As of now, I believe I have 1,500 ball marketing right there. 1,500 gold.
Tell you, tell you what, because I think you and I have the prospect of doing business together pretty often in the foreseeable future if you're sticking around too much longer. 750 and take 750 plus plus take those cartridges with you. And while you're examining those, and he ducks down again, and he pulls up a couple very small, thin what are effectively nameplates. One says Golden Laurels, and the other one says Laurie. And he also along with a small handful of screws. Get the gun name, mate.
I will, thank you.
So that's the deal. 750, everything on the table. What do you say?
I think that sounds good.
Magnificent.
Actually, you already paid for the metal cartridges.
Okay, 750 minus whatever you paid for the metal cartridges.
So 750 minus 180. Brain don't want to work, so
570.
yeah. So
And as you finish with your mental math, you hear the sound of a motorbike put up to a halt in front of the store.
okay. I wonder what that is. I probably don't have time to attach the suppressor.
Not. No, mate. Very easy to do. All you need is access to the to the barrel. Actually, I could show you real quick if I may.
He nods.
Right then, you pick up old Lori like this, and you know, and he holds Golden Laurel in his right hand, and he grabs the suppressor in his left hand, and then you take this, and you see and you see how one end here is slightly bigger than another. The bigger the bigger end's got the threads on it, and all you're going to do is you're going to take that end, put it right on a barrel, and you're gonna turn and you're gonna and you're gonna turn it to the left, kind of like this, and it just kind of screws
Screw it.
on
Screw it on. Okay.
until it's nice and tight, and voila.
Thank you.
You know, you bet.
Truly, thank you.
Well, you bet you bet my little friend. 30-day satisfaction guarantee, all that fun stuff. So so she ain't kind of. You want me to look at it again? Let me know.
Alrighty. I'll be sure to come back. I'll be sure to visit if I need anything.
Please do. We'll be expecting you.
He just nods in appreciation, turns around, kind of shouldering Golden Laurel, and putting all the cartridges in his bandolier. Heading outside.
There, there, I forget, I for, I forget. Is he gonna go in her normal human form, half foxy? What is she like doing normally?
I'm probably half foxy.
There is a very foxy gal on a motorcycle.
And okay.
I said not. I said half foxy, not very foxy.
Okay, somewhat foxy.
And okay.
Sinbad, just the one I was looking for.
Oh, what's
Figured
up?
I'd find you in a good shop.
I'm getting my gun kind of a few attachments, as well as
Sweet.
stocking up on ammo.
I just got myself a little present myself. Let's say.
I see. Very nice ride.
Mm-hmm. Wanna try? Well, first off, I probably need to. We probably need to ask Leona, but wanna try this on the track?
I can see the harm in it. And Sinbad will put Golden Laurel into his bag of holding, then hop on his bike.
Well, let's go chase down Leona first.
Alrighty. First one there wins, and he takes off.
I'm getting a drink. You two can do ride checks.
Oh God.
Oh, you will? Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm not proficient.
It's a dexterity
Oh,
check.
Shit. All right. Well, I'm also gonna top off my drink real quick. And probably a quick bio break.
Too late. Your AI generated quote for September. You shouldn't go downtown searching for foreign dragons to sleep with.
Aw, but I like foreign dragons. I like sleeping with them.
Some of these are awesome. For August, you don't need a name in order to make the screaming stop.
That's
Oddly disturbing in a way.
yeah.
My birthday is on New Year's Eve, so for December, you are capable of making it so that some guy goes through hell.
I like that one. That was great, actually.
Funny
You're
that you
capable.
happen to just pick my month, by the way.
What do they have for March? What's mine?
There are ordinary animals, and there are not so ordinary animals.
Oh,
Aw.
ain't that the truth?
The truth, but kind of disappointing quote, really.
Wild, when's your birthday?
November.
A triathlon a day keeps the madness away.
Triathlon a
What-
day? Jesus
One
Christ!
triathlon a day.
Yeesh.
Ripped.
Well, we
I
know
think that
what
would
North has
kill
been
you.
doing.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining like a fucking. Oh wait, no, your profile picture's changed to a Zork. I'm just imagining like this absolutely ripped Zork with the Chad theme playing in the background, all gray and shit.
Or did I just walk back in?
Flinger, when's your birthday?
My birthday?
Yes.
Month?
July 5th, 2001.
Your inspirational AI generated inspirational quote for July. Ladybugs contain gluten.
Yummy.
Well,
I think
There are and then there are a couple other gems here. Sis Ferns is October. You are street.
You are street. Mm.
And then my personal favorite for January. Be yourself. You're a penis fondler.
What?
wait, what?
I don't think this recording's getting monetized.
I think that ended a long time ago.
Ah.
I think YouTube just automatically demonetizes these at this point.
Potentially.
the way we censor this is be yourself. You're a, and then everyone just yelling Redfern.
Yeah, voice might work.
Anyways,
I've been unable
Uh,
to get these things edited without corrupting files, so I don't think I'm going to be able to censor anything.
Ah,
all right,
Too bad.
all right.
Sorry, last one for me. Dare to grease up something that most people refuse to grease up.
Oh no.
Yeah, like
Yes,
that.
like that.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about the bikes. Hinako, you pretty much bought a Ducati, and Sinbad, I was well,
I believe the last description you told me is it's not really a racing motorcycle, definitely more transport.
this thing is a Harley. Sinbad, Sinbad is leaning all the way back, reclining at an obtuse 179-degree angle. The handlebars are down at his sides. This thing doesn't need to turn. It drives itself. Sinbad is cruising, but of course that means that there's not much in the way of performance. So Hinako does manage to beat you back to the delicatessen without too much trouble.
Oh, damn it. There you go. I think this probably
But
is
Hinako Hinako may have won the race, but you got there in 5 times the comfort at bare minimum. So who really won?
that's probably what that's probably what it looks close to.
Leona, who is just arriving back when she hears 2 motorcycles roll up, pops her head out of the entrance. Oh, Sinbad, Hinako. Nice to
Hey.
meet you, Hinako.
Say again?
Well done, Hinako. Hey, Leona.
Hey. Uh, I actually got something for you, Sinbad.
Sinbad
she
puts his
is going,
hands on his head.
and she is going to produce a vial of what was it? Hair tincture or tress tincture? Tress tincture. Yeah, a small little thing of tress tincture. I did a little shopping around and found this that should fix up that little bald patch.
Sinbad kind of like holds out his hands. I kind of see it.
Yep, and I'll hand it over.
Sinbad's gonna look it over for like any warning or ingredient list.
Warning! Do not eat after midnight after using this product. Do do not drive or operate heavy machinery after ingesting this product. If side effects include dizziness, nausea, upset stomach, diarrhea, and sudden death. If any of these happen to you, please stop using this product and call your doctor right away.
Blinks. Where did you get this?
A gnome.
That
I
explains
said
everything.
where.
She gives the address of the shop.
And how seedy did it look?
It looked
Upkept.
it looked fairly upkept. I think they just have to put those on the labels. The sudden death thing.
The sun. You read further, and you notice that the print gets more and more microscopic the further you go.
Sinbad has to just lift his eye patch just to read the smaller text.
the onset of sun death symptoms is on the order of one in a 100,000. But you never but you never know. People can die from just about anything. Look, we're just covering our bases.
Okay, so it's basically just you can't sue us. We included the whatever could have possibly happened in a microdot on the back of the case.
Hmm. Yes. Well, I do appreciate this. Thank you.
If you ever go to a gnomish stuffed toy store,
Oh my god. The fucking writing on those little tags.
Oh no.
I was yeah.
you're the person this thing belongs to is age 3. We're just saying.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
no,
anyway, Sinbad. Leona has given unto you a small vat of hair product.
No, thank you. Again.
yeah,
I guess
I
I'll
was
try it tonight.
yeah. I was thinking we could actually all of us could maybe hit up the beach. That's where I ran into Sarah, and she looked like she was having a really relaxing time out there. Leona looks a bit wistful as she says that.
Hmm. Is the beach not too far from the hotel? Or from the safe house, my bad. Question
Uh,
from Red.
it's you can make the drive. It's not that far.
Okay.
You gotta remember, Kalingbow is not a big country.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that sort of was asking is like, Sinbad will probably put the hair solution on him before heading to the beach. He is
I
not
was
going
thinking we
shirtless while he is not going
yeah,
shirtless while looking ugly.
yeah. That is exactly why Leona got him the hair stuff before even mentioning the beach. She
Not
knows he prides himself in his appearance.
not ugly, rugged.
There is a
Oh
difference,
yeah,
random passerby.
no, it's Leona points down from the safe house. Uh, yeah, he's still here. He hasn't left.
Who?
Mm, you say the tall lady say that like Scrit had choice of matter.
Oh God, you are still here.
Can
Uh,
can Scrit have grilled cheese at least?
sure. I'll make up some food for everyone. Uh, been
No,
practicing my
Hinoko.
cooking. I've actually.
Hinoko has asked Leona what you wanted.
What's up?
Well, I was kind of thinking, since I have this beauty here and yeah, that thing. Uh,
Excuse me.
well, I'm not sure. I suppose it's a beauty in its own right. Bit slow, but probably a good ride. I was thinking we could do a little, call it a, damn, I lost the words. Team building exercise on the track.
No. Uh,
Team building
I
exercise.
A very competitive one.
uh, I'll see if I can arrange for that. Could be fun. Uh,
Then again, we
we can
already
grab
raced
some.
here, and I already won. So
That was for fun. We can make this one interesting.
interesting how.
Holds up his coin pouch. The loser pays for the winner's meal at chosen restaurant.
I mean, do you think you could still win after already losing to me just this round?
That was a warm up.
Right.
All right. Well, uh, sure. Let's head down to the let's head down to the track. Uh, we can I can pull some strings and let you two we'll call it a test run for the track. Make sure everything's good.
He also thumbs up.
We're just gonna do a safety inspection, you know?
Yeah, something like that. Uh, are we able to get to the end of the track without any issue, Red?
You can do that. And let's see here. I'm gonna have Leona roll knowledge local since she is the event organizer and she would know this first.
Oh boy. Have a rank in it. At least. Okay, 22.
Okay, so I posted the track map in the game channel. Do you see that nice strong hairpin turn right there in the third sector in blue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is a view.
No.
That there on the inside, past the catch fences and everything, is a viewing pavilion. It was installed there not too long ago, and it is one of the most super secret, exclusive, deluxe chef's kiss areas that you could possibly ever go to, and one of the most luxurious things money can buy. And it has a hot tub out on the patio.
Oh, nice. All right.
And also and also and also a photographer's pavilion on the outside of the room, but that's probably just a coincidence.
All right. So the pavilion there on the inside on that hairpin turn is basically this very fancy place. Could we get catering to there?
What do you think?
I yes. All right. So Leona will ask everyone what kind of food they want, because she's gonna get Kate because she's gonna tell everyone about the fancy pavilion where we can all relax, unwind, and enjoy ourselves after the two motorcyclists have their fun. And she'll have catering brought in.
There we go. Loser pays for catering.
Sounds like Leona's taking that loss.
You can reimburse me, Leona says.
Right.
But yeah, is
As
there any particular foods any of you want?
Hmm.
meanwhile,
I suppose.
meanwhile, Squid in the deli's basement with a loaf of bread.
Uh,
I suppose I'll go for any steaks or anything like that.
all right, nice red meat. Norrin, you want anything?
What sort of food is like this place's food, like a local whatever.
I initially had this place inspired by San Marino, which is this little micronation right next to Italy. So
Got it. Italian food.
Pizza.
Whatever is local is going to be what Norman wants.
All right.
I
Leona would be down for some of the local fare too. Uh,
the joint you're looking at has this wonderful thing called Scrimp Scampi. It's Scrimp Scampi. Fuck's sake, Redfern. Shrimp Scampi.
all right.
I'll be right back.
Shrimp scamp.
Scrit's screwing with my screech patterns.
You know what? Scrit can come along. He can. We'll give him the leftovers. Leona will be nice and ask Scrit if he wants to come along and watch some motorbikes go new him.
I will in fact be there.
Yeah, that is why I'm. If he, I will warn him though that Norvin will in fact be there. There will be, however, very nice food, which we will let him eat some of.
Can scary shooty bang man not look at me?
Norvin, will you try to avoid looking him directly in the eye?
I will not look at him purposefully intimidatingly.
That's probably the best you're going to get, Scrit.
While we are there.
Scrit accepts.
All right. Very well. All right.
Wisp.
Oh.
That the item in that picture, while it looks absolutely delicious, I am not convinced is a pizza.
I'm curious as to what he has now sent.
Funny part is, I made that pizza at one point.
That looks absolutely delicious, but I would not call it a pizza.
Well, hey,
That is interesting.
it was.
You Swedes.
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck?
No, I
I can
you
see
see
it's a
they've
pizza, but huh?
you Swedes have man, and I thought the people in Chicago had weird ideas for pizza.
Honestly, that looks a little bit more delicious than a taco pizza.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, just saying it's weird.
I'm trying to
Oh,
see
go
if I can upload the vlog I made of it.
Well, let's have talk a little bit about cosmetics. We have two entrants into this. Let's call it a closed track test, shall we say?
All right.
Uh,
Close track
uh,
test. Oh, and Leona will remind everyone to bring their swimsuits afterwards. There's a hot tub we can enjoy.
Do I
there was
look
a
like the type of gal that has a swimsuit?
actually, Leona.
Yes, we have art of it.
Actually, yeah.
Just because someone fantasized things does not mean I actually own a suit.
Leona, there is a small tradition for winners of the Kalimbao motorcycle Grand Prix at this track that you
Oh.
notice that they notice hasn't really been present in the showcase in the showcase. Tradition for winners of the race at this particular circuit is to then run off to the harbor a few hundred yards away and jump into it.
All right. Leon will make a
The,
mental. Will make him.
the winner goes for a dive, essentially.
Yep. All right. I guess we'll stop and pick up a swimsuit for Hinoko. And does Norvin have trunks? Does
Unlikely.
Sinbad have trunks? All right. Fine. We're getting swimsuits for you all. And a new one for Leona because she doesn't want to be left out.
Just considering Norvin's attitude and demeanor during all this, I would not be surprised if if he tried stepping off into the pool and he just stood on it.
All right, let's get this done with.
The water the
right.
the water's afraid to get out of his way.
It's funny because he's a paladin. Anyway, yeah.
Hinako, Sinbad. What are your numbers?
My numbers?
Yeah, you're going bike racing. Everybody's got to have numbers.
Oh damn.
Oh my.
2
I
digits at
swear to
most.
God, if you say 69,
Why are you suddenly starting to download all kinds of stupid things? Stop downloading things, Dropbox. Not supposed to be downloading things. Why are you cancel?
I'll just go with 19, I guess.
19.
Okay. What's the min max?
Anything between 1 and 99, essentially.
I guess it'll do.
82 it is. And we will be doing we'll be doing a 4-lap sprint around this beautiful, magical stretch of land. Can I have 4 ride checks from each of our participants?
Oh boy. One at a time or just all at once?
Do them all at once. Sinbad, why don't you do yours first, so that way I just have them collated.
Ready? Oh, Lord. Can't to remember. On. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, no.
natural ones only apply on attack rolls. Normally. It's Fred's decision ultimately.
Right. 5, 18, 18, 19.
And time for the Noko.
Noko.
Oh.
Doing good. Go up there. Ooh, and then that 20 to finish it off.
All right. So you guys do your warm-up lap. There is a marshal who Leona definitely tipped off about this and is willing to have fun. standing before the start-finish line with a red flag in front of him. As you two line up in your respective grid slots, the marshal gets out of the way. A green flag waves behind you. Above you is a small gantry. The 5 red lights come on. They shut off. And off off we go for the Showcase of Nations closed track test. It's a relatively small dive down to turn 1, and Sinbad has already gone wide. It's already outbraked himself. Off he goes, and in and over the gravel. He's keeping it up right, but that's going to be a teeth chattering for first lap, and Hinako goes screaming off already into the first sector. And Sinbad between Sinbad between you slightly cooking your tires and the of you taking your bike on a motocross excursion. Unfortunately, you don't really manage to catch up all that well to Hinako. You pull it back a tiny bit on lap 3, but right as you think you are starting to make good time, the checkers wave, and Hinako, as you take the checkered flag and you win your first heads up race against somebody else, one of the marshals runs over to you and whispers in your ear, you set a track record.
I'm sorry?
No, sir. No, seriously. Your classification of bike, we were timing your lap, and you broke the lap record for your class. Congratulations.
I'm sorry it wasn't on, like, public. Ah, well. Thanks.
Cheers and accolades abound, and thank you all very kindly for putting on a show. Even if there weren't really any spectators in the stands, the marshals that were there just cleaning up the track and testing out the safety equipment and everything, they appreciated it immensely. That was fun for them.
There is some faint clapping coming from the one hairpin turn where Leona is.
Just the one place.
On Northern, clap.
Just Northern claps are just real slow and dead.
The single clap.
Oh, good. My slow clap processor somehow made it into this thing, so at least we have that.
Yeah.
Reference.
Hinako, Sinbad, you guys take the time to park your bikes, change out of safety gear, and as you come up to the track's de facto presidential suite, alongside all the catering and the rest of your friends, there are a couple bottles of champagne. A placard in front of the slightly smaller one says second place, and a placard in front of the slightly larger one says first.
Well, that was a good race. Well, I suppose I'm not really cut out for racing.
Surprised I managed, really. I mean, you've been riding bike longer than I have.
If more or less really strolling on it, not really any tight movements.
Fair enough.
Leona, who is lounging in the hot tub. I mean, all things considered, you did pretty good too, Sinbad.
That's literally the right after takeoff.
I mean,
But you did keep it upright.
yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of people like lose it when they in the gravel like that. Heck, I've seen cars spin out, and that's like twice as many wheels.
Uh, I suppose I'm lucky that I didn't lose myself there.
Yeah, no. She reaches out of the tub and pats him on the shoulder.
That's a wet fur.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Splash. And it feels doubly bad for you, Sinbad, because obviously when you go motorcycle racing, you need leathers and you need gloves and boots and a helmet. Needless to say, it gets a little hot.
I don't have any other gear, so my gear is now filthy with after motorcycling.
Just awful.
Leona
Right.
will
I suppose I'll get these cleaned up.
Leona will actually toss you Sinbad some trunks, and Hinako she got her a one piece that she seems a bit more modest and would probably prefer that. I actually
There's
got
no
you some
shame in this.
I actually got you some swimsuits so you can enjoy the hot tub. Got Norvin one too, but he hasn't tried it on yet.
I appreciate it. Although I don't see any tail hole in this.
Oh, right, of course. Leona will get out some scissors and snip a tail hole.
I can do it myself. He walks off,
Yeah.
dagger flashing from God knows where.
Mamma
Alright.
mia! Those swim trunks were a design.
I do
well,
apologize.
They cost me $5,000 gold apiece. Do not let me do that ever again.
That was your
I
choice.
was going to... You made that choice, Red.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, yeah, no. Leona enjoys the food in the hot tub, and it's just lounging. And also the bubbly. Enjoying the bubbly, too.
The members of the party enjoy a very subdued next couple of days trackside. And the showcase, practice and qualifying, manages to go off without too much of a hitch. Leona, roll a d100.
G100. Okay. Slash R 1D100. 56.
Marinhalf is a midfield team, but they both made it into the top 10 of qualifying, so they will have a relatively decent start come tomorrow.
Alrighty. Lovely.
As for Norvin,
Oh,
what do you mean? Oh,
I said hello.
Oh, I heard uh-oh from him.
Yeah, it was kind of a mix on my end. It could have been either way.
you get a letter. You get a letter from your order. Hello, Norvin. It's time for your monthly kick in the balls.
Oh no.
Who's going to have to give that one though? Going to have to meet up somewhere?
No. No. It comes built in. A boot flies out of the letter.
Are we sure it's not a boot to the head?
But once you've had time to, but once you have had time to recover, Norvin, there actually is something, there for you. I'm, uh, I'm, I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I need to switch to another channel. That GIF is heavily distracting.
Which one?
A boot to the
A
head.
boot to the
Oh.
head.
It's a boot to the head.
um, I apologize, Norvin. Do you have a rank?
I don't think so.
Because Private Norvin just doesn't sound right.
Saving Private Norvin.
Wouldn't it?
Paladin
If it's
is
a
probably
paladin.
like
No,
my
no,
position.
no, 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 no. Wait a minute. I got it. Norvin is a private. Think about what a corporal can do.
That is
Oh.
terrifying, actually.
Paladin Norvin. Your presence is requested for a matter of high import at the old capital, which we are fully aware happens to coincide with the Showcase of Nations finale race at the old capital. There is a matter of the utmost import that we must address with you.
Okay.
There's
Does that happen to be where we're going next?
It does, yes.
Great.
The old capital is, well, the old capital, the Holy Grail, the Holy Grail, Redfern. For the love of God, get your head in the game. The pretty, it's pretty much the Vatican essentially. Flinger, I'm not sure how much you are aware of the old history of the setting, but a very, very, very long time ago, the world was almost torn asunder completely by a whole bunch of international conflict. It got very bloody, it got very gruesome, it got very expensive. Absolutely nobody liked it, and it raged on for long enough to the point where people just kind of forgot what the point was. And the emperor of the realm, who kind of served as pretty much the secretary general of all these nations, said, "You know what? I give up. This is clearly what my reign has come to, and I resign." And his last point of order before he formally left office was to get everyone in a giant old room and sign the Throneless Compact. To this day, inside the old capital, in a cathedral, after multiple and multiple flights of stairs, sits the empty throne. A symbol that the nations absolutely must find a way to collaborate and cooperate with each other. And if there was to be any competition, then it absolutely must be on diplomatic grounds with no exceptions whatsoever. And it and a few years passed after this after the abdication happened. Things finally managed to simmer down, and one of the nations, a country to the south called Rydia, decided, "Hey, Mario, I have created this machine. There are a bunch of gears in this giant tank full of a flammable liquid that feeds into this machine that goes up to thousands of revolutions a minute using these 6 things that will probably chop your fingers off if you get too close to them. I'm going to attach myself to this thing and see how fast I can go.
Ah,
And hence the
vehicular
showcase,
motorsport was invented.
and with it, the Showcase of Nations.
All right. But I take it, Chitterhome never really got involved.
Chitterhome, Chitterhome was relatively insular, though as the time passed and they decided to make themselves a bit more known on the widespread scale. Your leader did try at least a couple of times to try and get a Chitterhome Grand Prix somewhere on the calendar. It's definitely it's definitely something the showcase committee has been has been playing with, even if nothing has shall we say manifested yet.
Gotcha.
Leona finishes espousing as she clears her throat.
Yeah. And so yeah, if Norvin has to be at the old capital, then that's fine. When are we? How much more time do we have here in the wonderful city of Kalimbao?
The Grand Prix itself still needs to be run, and then there's a few breakdown efforts to go with and that'll take a little bit. But you guys have plenty of time to enjoy the race and get yourselves ready for the trip back to the old capital.
All right. Uh,
Few
all right.
questions.
Well, we have time to swing.
May I ask a few questions? First off, did
Uh,
Norvin share the contents of his message?
I've got. I assume there was also something else. Like, it sounded like there was more to the letter. Was there not?
there was, but I'm going to DM you it because I'm not sure if you
Great.
want to divulge that or not.
Because I don't feel like having gold act out as though Norvin has already shared the contents of the letter without that actually being true.
Yep.
Second,
Absolutely.
second off, is Hidiko's name now just going to be recorded into the books of this here track or something because of that one map
It'll
behind closed doors,
it'll
basically?
be it'll technically be on the track record until someone beats it.
Yeah, but nobody was there to officially witness
There
it.
was there were marshals there. Leona arranged for like actual Kalimbao race marshals to be there, and for safety reasons, if nothing else. So there were people there to witness it.
Well, at least I record my full name then. I don't know. What did you say my family name was? You said my mother had a family name.
Uh,
It's Kikuchi. I mean, I know my family name, but my character doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Leona was informed about Hinako's mom, so Leona would actually know Hinako's family name.
This is probably fine.
Hoping that it might be considered some kind of honor to my family.
All right. If Sinbad's bald spot is regrown in time for the
I was gonna ask what happened after putting that cream on.
You apply it. You wait a half hour, and then suddenly, floof!
Huh? Huh.
You became a were rat.
Oh God.
like floof across his whole body, or just like the patch fills back in.
Just the patch, wherever he
Okay.
applied it.
Guess
There
that's
we
not
go.
bad. Why does it say not to eat? Not to eat after midnight, though. That's just weird.
Leona shrugs.
Might just be some gnomish joke.
Gnomes are known for their humor, yes. Still, probably best to oblige by it.
They're also known for their crazy antics, so might be better safe than sorry.
All right. He just shrugs, putting the rest back into his pouch.
Mm-hmm. Uh, before we do leave, Leona does want to hit up the beach, ideally with or with anyone who does care to go.
They hit up the beach, I hit up the mountains.
All right.
Okay, now.
Sinbad will head to the beach.
Hoping to
Alrighty.
get a talk with the master.
Yes, actually, that's actually Hinako, that is that is a very good point. As you as you head outside to begin your pre-race festivities, um, where do you usually keep Yosu, if I could ask?
She'd probably be around on my shoulder or on my head. She'd be acting as my helmet. On the bike, at least.
That does not seem up to safety code.
Probably not. Well, she'd probably be in my lap as we're riding, enjoying the wind.
Well, as you as you gear up for the bike, Yosu starts doing the yappage, and she does a little sniff snoof, and as she turns around a corner, do you want to follow her?
Sure. And on a side note, I can't understand exactly what she's saying, so you can just speak to me if she's saying something.
Hey, cool thing. Hey, cool thing.
Okay.
And as you turn the corner, you hear her do sniff sniffs, and she lies down, and she seems to be making friends with this little fiery salamander about as large as she is.
Where'd you come from, little one?
Yep, yep. Yep, 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 yippity, yippity, yip, yep, 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 Pringle, yep.
Kringle?
Uh, it, it wants us to follow it.
Okay. Where
They
to?
said something about Pringles.
I mean, this is none of us. We aren't aware about any of this.
I know.
Leona
I'm just trying
and
to figure it
Sinbad are lounging at the beach.
Sinbad had a felt a disturbance in the Pringles force.
There's something wrong.
The salamander starts making his way towards Rossi's run.
Very
Just
well.
just a flapping his little fiery salamandery way towards the trail head.
So follow suit.
If you decide to enter the mouth of Rossi's run, you will see something going for a little dunk inside the lava river.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly going to jump into the river myself. I'm not that flame retardant.
Yappity yappity yip yip yip. And the and the master pops back out. Whoosh. I take it from your expression that you were waiting for me as well.
Ah, great master. Been wanting to have a little conversation, if you don't mind. Particularly if you ask a few questions.
I was interested in having a conversation with you as well, Child of Fire. I believe that is what your name translates out to.
Yes, that is true. True indeed.
Well, why don't you tell me what you would like to talk about first, then?
Well, I've been kind of wondering and hoping you know the answer to this one, as it's kind of an out there question.
Mm,
I don't know why, but my bag, of all things, seems to have been very happy to be here in your presence. I'm wondering if you know why that might be.
my first thought would be that there is something inside the bag.
Well, there's plenty of things inside, but nothing living as far as I'm aware. Opens bag. Starts looking through it.
Perhaps not living yet.
What do you mean? As in, it's not born yet? Like an egg or something?
Of course, we are all alive before we are considered alive by others. If I had to wager a guess, there is some thing in there that is very happy to be in such a fiery place as it feels most at home. Probably probably a more suitable environment than whatever your bag can muster. Look for it.
Very well. I shall attempt to find an egg in my bag. I don't remember putting an egg in my bag, especially any kind of fiery egg.
But nevertheless, as you rifle around in your bag, you feel something oblong shaped and textured. You have no idea what it could possibly be.
Oh, I don't remember having anything of this kind in my bag. I start pulling it out.
You need both hands to hold it safely, but inside is a crimson-colored egg, about the size of your head. Engraved in it are a number of fiery, swirly motifs.
How interesting. I have no active memories of putting this in my bag. Feels oddly familiar.
I have seen this before.
You have?
Yes. Tell me, child of fire, how might a phoenix's egg have come into your possession?
Phoenix? Only possible thing I can think of is my time at the Yosakoji volcano, but then also the bird's nest at my island's volcano called bird's nest. I think about
What
it.
happened there, do you recall?
Uh, there was this time when I went there with my with my teacher, and although she had to leave earlier due to the heat, which I seem persistent to time already.
Mm.
But then I seem to have lost consciousness at some point and came back almost like still a zombie or something. As in, I somehow got back without being aware of it. Maybe in that time, since I don't have any memories of what happened there. Maybe that time something happened.
The worm leans forward towards the egg. You feel a rush of heat scrape across your face as he exhales and examines it. Mm. I know just what to do with this. He opens his maw and he takes and he gently clamps it around the egg end to end.
We'll carefully let go of it.
And he gently slithers back under the river of lava, subsuming himself and the egg. A few bubbles periodically burst from the top of the surface.
I shall nervously, but uh, I shall nervously await further.
Roll perception.
Loaded. Not 20.
The bubbles increase increase as they simmer towards the top, and underneath the blinding glow of the crimson orange and white and yellow molten rock, you can just barely make out a winged figure glowing even brighter than the lava above it, deep beneath the surface.
Oh, my.
And as the bubbles rise in rapidity, you know that it's probably smart if you got out of the way of the river.
I gotta take a few steps back. Yeah.
And in a fountain of magma and lava, and with a and with an ear piercing screech like someone was dragging their nails over a chalkboard. A bird seemingly perpetually on fire soars to the top of the cave of Rossi's Run and unfurls its wings in a fiery blaze, probably lambasting and roasting anything in this cave that wasn't already attuned to fire.
Oh boy. Did I just make a mistake?
It is done, you hear the master say, as the bird flaps its wings, soars down towards you, Hinako. Maybe a little aggressively at first, but it eventually lands, tucking its large peacock-like feathers down to its sides, and it struts towards you a little bit, eyeing you up and down, and
Immediately pack.
it raises its head towards you.
Hello there.
The master emerges slowly, and not quite as tall as he was before from the lava river again. I have taken the liberty of getting it used to its new situation. It it has taken a liking to you.
Feel very. How should I say this? It feels really familiar, like almost like I've met my parents again, and yet, hmm, does this child have a name yet?
It would like for you to have that honor.
Oh dear. Can't say I'm the best at namers. I will have to think
It-
about that for a while.
mm, mm. Well, it does not need to be right now, of course. For now, I think it is just happy that you're here. And it says thank you for giving it an adventure of a lifetime before it had even hatched.
although I was unaware, I'm happy that you're happy.
It chirps a little bit, and pushes its head against your hand.
I will bet it.
The fiery peacock is warm to the touch, but just bearable enough for you.
Something tells me I will be practically the only one capable. Well, at least for now. I'm capable of doing this without any prior preparations. Um, does this child have a gender? Just so I don't make any mistakes.
In the ancient words of Professor Oak, are you a boy or a girl?
Or an attack helicopter.
If you had to take an educated guess, Nico, this is a he phoenix.
Mhm. Hmm. Can do something. Mhm. Probably go to someone else as I'm trying to think of a name. If there is anything else.
Well, there's Leona and I guess Sinbad relaxing at the beach. While Norvin stands off to the side. I'm not sure he's actually allowed to relax while he's on duty.
Probably not.
Mhm.
I believe that it may want to see the other companions that have accompanied you on this expedition thus far.
Uh, you need me to ask them over here, or do you plan to accompany me outside? Which I'm not sure is a great idea.
It hop. The phoenix hops up, flutters onto your shoulder. it's a little weighty, and it does throw your balance a tiny bit, but you get used to it.
Thinking of names to tell it. Even while I'm using a generator.
Brilliant.
Think of a name. Not the easiest thing. Well, I'll think on it
And
some more. And
you can you can you can leave him unnamed for now, or just ask people for other ideas. There's nothing wrong with that either.
yeah, I'll have to think about it for a while, and I'll go
You can do
back
it.
to you on that.
You can do it.
Until then, I suppose then it is also this child. How should I say? Because of this child that a seemingly mundane item that I had put in at one point suddenly became a rather intriguing magical item, referencing towards the long gun that suddenly spit out fire,
Mm-hmm.
which I was pretty certain is a relatively mundane item of Norvin's order. Until then, but interesting things are interesting. Was there anything else that you want from me, Great Master?
Let's
Since
just
you
say
beckoned me
I
here.
will. Well, you seem to be decent at following instructions already. Let's just say that you will know if I do.
Sorry, could you repeat that? There was noise from downstairs. Hello?
Come here.
Hello.
Could you repeat what you said, Red? Because there was some noise from downstairs.
You will know if the master needs you again. You seem to be pretty good at taking cues, shall we say?
Hmm. I get around, at least.
Excellent. Then I will let you return to your friends, and I am happy that I could return the favor somewhat in regards to you. I believe your turn of phrase is knocking some sense into me.
Yeah, that is a way of phrasing. Yes. I thank you very much for your aid in answering my questions and helping this child. I will take my leave. Pretty well.
Have a wonderful remainder of your stay in Kalimbo, child of fire.
And with that, I shall leave the caverns and hmm, pet the bird a couple more times, and I guess look for the others.
You know that they are off towards a lakeside beach somewhere.
Then to the beach I shall go. Do stay with me. I don't want any unsavory types to get any interests in you. Let's say, child. I say this to
Yes,
With
the
me,
bird.
child, if you wish to live.
The bird takes off your shoulder and is immediately nabbed by Team Rocket or something.
Prepare for trouble.
and make double.
Immediately roasted because you captured a Ho-Oh without proper protection.
Team Socket is blasting off again.
Ding.
Well, that's that reference added.
I don't think they ever saw Ho-Oh.
Ash saw a Ho-Oh at one point, I
Ash
think.
saw Ho-Oh in episode 1. I
Isn't
don't
Ho-Ho
know.
like some kind of legendary or something?
Yes.
I don't know much
Uh,
about Pokemon,
I
so
I see Ho-Ohs all the time. It's usually whenever I walk past my grocery store's bakery.
Team Rocket's seen a lot of legendaries just because they're in all the movies. I don't
Last
know
item
if
too.
Ho-Oh is one of them.
yeah. Well, anyway,
I don't think they've actually seen Ho-Oh.
I now have a child.
It's supposed to be lucky to see Ho-Oh or something.
Something like that.
First off, I shall introduce the Phoenix to Yosu and vice versa.
You are now a parent.
More like a big sister, I suppose.
Are you going to teach her the meaning of Ohana?
Great.
Something about it meaning family or something.
More or less.
And yes, I'm gonna look up for the others and expect gawking. Let's say.
Sinbad is currently just napping.
Yeah, pretty much. I imagine he and Leona are just lounging on the beach.
Well, that was to be expected. Hey, Norvin. How you doing? Everything all right here?
Yes. Ryan, where's the bird?
Birds should be on my shoulder.
Hinako got a sidecar specifically for the bird.
Yes, just got my new bike now. Already got a sidecar.
Present, presenting now on Stars, Hinako and Sidecar Phoenix.
I hope you're aware of the large bird.
I
Hinako looks remarkably unperturbed.
what bird? No, yeah, yeah,
It's
I'm
just,
aware.
it's just a coming from Sinbad.
Can I get some
Hinako,
sand on him?
Sinako, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, no.
Sinbad is out.
Hmm.
It's warm. There's warm sand. There's the warm
You think
sun.
you think he would notice if we
There's
bury him?
There's Leona is right next to me.
Probably.
Yeah. Leona is awake-ish. She just kind of half asleep waves at Hinako, muttering something that sounds vaguely like, "Hey, Hinako, how you doing?"
Leona, roll perception.
All right. Persmeve.
Was me?
I actually rolled decently.
Hey, Leona. Hey, Hinako. Leona, you sigh and you pull your sunglasses back down over your eyes as you're ready to get settled in back to your nap. It's good to see. It's good to see everybody here. Sinbad is here. Norvin is here. Hinako is here. That giant fiery bird on her shoulder is here. Oh no! What?
Leona brings back down the sunglasses, looks at the bird. Did you get a new friend?
It's kind of weird to explain, but he's already been with us for quite a while. We just didn't
Eh,
never knew.
blink, blink. Just sighs, just puts her glasses back up. Well, I suppose if he's been here all along, then that's fine, I guess.
He certainly wants to meet you guys. Is one of the first things I've been told about him.
Sighs again. Reaches over. Pats
I
Sinbad a couple of times.
I don't recommend touching this child directly, though. He's
Yeah, no. She pats Sinbad. Leona pats Sinbad a couple of times, trying to rouse him.
Sinbad wraps onto
Sinbad,
her tight. Sinbad wraps onto her tighter. Oh, comfy.
I know. Inoko brought a friend to meet us.
So then she gets up, kind of like flips his eye patch from his normal eye back over to his weird eye, and he's just like letting the light readjust. It's like, what is that?
A very big bird.
No.
actually, how big is
Yes.
this bird?
I mean, for Sinbad, it's probably absolutely enormous. Nearly half as big as he is.
It is
Okay.
about the size. It is about the size of a peacock.
Oh,
Okay, so
so
that's decently big, bigger than a chicken,
that doesn't explain what
smaller than
that
an
is.
ostrich. Um, how many people are around anyway on this beach? Real quick.
You're on
Uh,
public.
you found you you found yes, but Leona and company managed to find a pretty secluded area. You're not drawing any attention.
So I'm to understand this child is a phoenix, and apparently he's been in my bag as an egg. Well, probably since I was training with my teacher at home.
I
I think
see.
I don't have no active memory of putting his egg in my bag, but apparently he was there.
Why not?
Huh.
What? You never have any blackouts during certain activities?
Yes, when I'm
The-
getting drunk.
Yeah, depends on the activities here. Certain activities can mean a lot of things, Hinoko.
To be fair, I was not drinking at that time. Maybe I was drinking too little when I had a heat stroke.
So just like Joel just like slacks like very concerned, like, are you okay?
Yes.
And Leona like leans down to Sinbad. I don't think she knows what alcohol is.
So just like flats like I'm pretty sure she's fully aware what alcohol is.
Oh, right. I believe I still have this particular bottle of very alcoholic wine in my bag. Yes.
Wait, are you even old enough to have that?
Depends on the country, I think.
Say again.
Depends on the
Depends on the
country.
country.
That aside, I bought this for. Yeah, totally myself. No.
Uh-huh.
Was
So
was
that's
lurking at Leona for a few seconds. Totally myself. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Leona cocks her, raises an eyebrow or something, just coming out over the top of her sunglasses.
Well, that aside, I well, I suppose you could say it's my child, and therefore I need to give it a name. And I'm not very good at naming things. Any of you have any suggestions I could take into consideration?
spicy
Uh,
wings.
what?
Spicy wings. You said that just grins mischiefully.
Come on now, it's a phoenix. You gotta give it a better name than
Yes,
that.
hot. It is hot, and it is a
Okay, disregarding that.
Uh, how about Comet? He's been around the, actually, what would Comet be in your native language?
Hmm, good question.
I got it.
Um,
Suise.
Thank you,
suisei.
Master. Passing each day.
Hmm.
Sounds good to me. I was thinking Comet because, well, he's been around the world with us. And, well, Comet's a big, brightly burning thing in the sky.
Fair, fair. Norman got any suggestions? Oh wait, Norman went away, didn't he?
Yeah.
This happens a
Flash
little bit.
powder. As he was seemed to have been quite sudden.
Say again.
Flash powder.
Flash powder. I'm not convinced. And Google Translate also does not seem convinced. I'm going to have to say no to that one. I think. Looks around. Was Sarah here or?
Looks around. Sarah's probably somewhere on the beach, like with sunglasses. Her and her rabbit are lying back with sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking maybe Sarah had any suggestions. Oh well. Well, what do you think, child? Does Tuesday sound like a good name to you?
And what
Uh,
does sorry, what does Yosu stand for, if anything?
let's take a look here.
Not anywhere.
Um, apparently Yosu stands for state. The fox is so important, she is a governor.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm also awful at naming stuff.
It doesn't have to happen immediately. And we and we and if you want to, we can. And if you want to, I can decide to give you 2 weeks to think about it.
Up to everyone.
Or we, or we could, or we could, or we could just call the Phoenix Phoenix. There are plenty of settings where that happens.
Let's call him right.
It's true.
Naruhodo.
Pardon?
Uh, nothing. Nothing. That's Phoenix Wright's Japanese name, Naruhodo-kun.
Ah,
Which, if you translate that back, translates to Mister. Yes, I see.
Okay.
oh my goodness.
Could also try Koi, which would be well Phoenix, but also wonder, marvel, miracle, or prodigy, or sensation. Apparently,
Uh, 1 second. We need some more input.
Are we getting
I think he's going to ask family or potentially the cat.
Dexter?
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right, we need to name a bird. What should we name it?
Oh, wait on. He wants to grab Dexter. Hang on. I can grab one of mine.
He thinks we should name it Dexter.
See if Bluey has anything to say.
I have no idea if that's going through.
They can hear a little bit. I think Dexter and your cat are having a conversation, Flinger.
My cat's too young to have a conversation. He's just screaming. Okay. There's your child.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Mm.
A little.
You got anything to say, Bluey?
I'm back.
Awfully quiet today, yeah? Sniff, sniff.
Alright, what now?
Let's see here.
The
Yeah.
game has devolved. The game has devolved
It's
into a cat
dark in
party.
here.
I think that might be a sign that we're
I cannot hear you guys. Right
that
now,
we're
by the
done.
way.
Finished.
Yeah. I have hit all the plot points that I wanted to today.
That's
Meow. What? Well, do you have a kitty?
Louis did not have anything to
I
say.
do not.
You should fix that. Find a kitty. There might be
the
one in your
cat
trash. Right?
the cat distribution system will sort itself out.
What? What? Wow! Go get a, wow! Go get a kitty. There might be one in your garbage can or something.
Oh,
I can see them from my window here, and it doesn't look like there is.
There might be.
I think I'll just settle for Comet. Sounds reasonable enough.
Yeah.
Does it agree, Dexter?
Dexter votes for Dexter.
You still voting for Dexter? Okay. Well,
I
sorry,
would say
Dex.
let's.
I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be Susie.
Okay. I know. I'm putting you down. There you go.
For her beach get up, Leona's, as I just posted the art. It would basically be that, but like a sun hat and sunglasses.
Great.
Very nice.
Okay, you're going to put down.
I will. Get you the details about Phoenix. Probably later today, Mr. Wisp.
Thank you.
For the time being,
Need a new character.
I'll make that happen.
Or I could just be purpose the bag. Still have my inventory on that, so. Why do I
Beep.
have 4 doses of venom?
Why shouldn't you?
Good question. Oh, never mind. Just small details.
There's that.
Oh.
And people can bail if they want to.
Alrighty.
That's pretty much everything that I wanted to get done today as far as plot points are concerned.
Alrighty.
Right.
That was fun.
No, that was a very enjoyable
Social
session.
session.
Yeah. Wisp, I did want to ask you, what were you, for the 3.5 game, what were you thinking of doing?
Did I stop the recording first?
You should.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
probably.
Click again.